Okay, this is a similar shapes question. Similar shapes are shapes that share the same angle but different lengths. They're effectively the same as enlargement questions, but they primarily focus around the idea of working out what the multiplier is, or what's the scale factor of enlargement. Now in this particular one, we can see that 4 and 6 are both available in each shape, so they're the ones to focus in on. Let's work out what the multiplier is. Now, if we had 4 and 8, the multiplier would be very easy. It would be 2, because 4 times 2 would get you 8. But in this case, 4 and 6, slightly more tricky. So how can we go from 4 to 6? Well, to go from 4 to 6, if I divide 6 by 4, I get 1.5. So my multiplier, in fact, is 1.5, 1.5 times bigger. The other way to do this is to say, well, I could times 4 through by 3 and divide by 2. Let me just write that down. Times by 3 and divide by 2. So I could, in fact, get my answer of 6 out by 4 times 3, which is 12, divided by 2, which is also 6. So if it was a non-calculator paper, that method might be quite helpful. So, using the same multiplier for each of the different measurements, we take 9 and times it by 1.5 on my calculator. I get 13.5 along the bottom. I can take 9 and times it by 3 and divide the answer by 2. So 9 threes are 27. 27 divided by 2 is 13.5. So there's two ways that you could do that. The other one is, of course, going from the larger shape back to the smaller one. So I have to undo each of these. So if I were going to go there using a calculator method, I would divide by 1.5. So 10.5 divided by 1.5 is 7. But I could also use my non-calculator method by doing 10.5 times by 2 and divide it by 3, and that would also work. So the question then asks me to work out various different sides, which I believe I've already done. Work out the length of DF, D to F. I've got 13.5 here, and it's asked me to work out what BC is, and obviously BC is this one here, which I've just worked out as 7.